Hi, Sue Wilson here, and I've got a cheeky little monkey card for you today. Isn't this fun? I'm sure everybody knows somebody that they can send a cheeky monkey card to. I'll show you what we'll be using. This is out of the Necessities range, our cheeky monkey die set. Isn't he cute? I'm going to be using some self-adhesive sheets to do some glittering. And I've created a frame using both sets of the pierced Noble ovals. So I've got the original and the set B here. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I'll give you a quick measurement. I've covered a piece of coconut white card with a sticky adhesive sheet that is 5.5 by 6 1/8. We're just going to peel the corner of that up. Get that started. There we go. And I'm going to start from the top and I'll just work my way around. I've cut a lot of these little cheeky monkey sayings out of coconut white card, and we're just going to sort of randomly place them around the card and fill up the edges. Just sort of, you know, off the edge, and you can twist and turn them a little bit, different directions. Just want to fill in sort of a background look. Let me just give that a good press down. Using that backing, you can keep that in place. And so I'm going to peel this off a bit more. There we go. And work my way around here. Twist it a little bit. Just put them on there sort of, kind of just in a random fashion. Let's see, put one like that. And like that. We'll get one more down here just to fill in this little corner bit like that. Make sure they're all adhered really, really well to your sticky adhesive. Okay. So I'm going to bring in a piece of copy paper and place that underneath. And I can even trim this one a little bit off if I like. And we can put a little teeny bit down here if we want. Sort of fit that in just to put something on the bottom like that. So I'm going to bring in some of the Sparkle Star Polished Silk Glitter. And just around the edges to adhere to all that sticky adhesive area that's exposed. Burnish that into place. And any extra you have, the copy paper will pick up. We can use that, put it back. There we go. And you notice I'm not really going into the center of it because we're going to cover that portion of the card, so there's no point to waste your glitter there. There we go. Give it a good tap off. Tip this back into the container. There we go. Clean that away. And now I'm just going to trim away with a pair of scissors. We'll use these. The extra bit that's left here. Anything that's over the edge of the card we'll trim away. You can put this into just like a paper cutter and do it if you want. You don't want to do it by hand. There we go. So I'm going to come back to this in a few minutes. Let's tidy this off. Move it out of the way. Get our extra glitter there. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is create a background to go behind my frame. And I've just hand cut a cloud. I mean, literally just little scallopy areas. I'm going to bring in some Tumbled Glass Distress ink, a smoothie, and we're going to do a little bit of inking and just moving this cloud around. Ink around it, move it. It's very random. You don't want to think about it too much. Just keep moving it and inking it, and it will create little cloud look on your background. There we go. You can turn it if you want a different side. So now you can see some puffy little clouds that are starting to emerge. Go out to the corner. Maybe one right about like that. Okay. Pop this over to the side so you can see you've got a really nice cloud background going on. So let me just give this a heat set. Anytime you have wet ink, you're going to want to dry it really well. That should do the trick. Okay, so now I've cut the oval already. I've added some mounting foam. Let me just peel the backing off of this. And we will add in some vines. There we go. I think I've got all of these. Okay, so now I'm actually going to work it sort of upside down. This part's a little fiddly in that you want to kind of play with how you put your vines on. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to lay some down. And I've cut these in just different shades of green. So what we've got is a whole bunch of different looks here. So I can just pick them up and we can even move them around. And let's bring in a little short one for the top. I love the way, if you do them in different colors, you just get such a nice look coming through. And how about a long one, perhaps? Let's see, oh, let's go with this guy right here. This direction. We can bring that above. And maybe one more going this way. Just some different vines for our monkeys to play on. I think I need a light one in here too. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. What I'll do is I'll trim the extra bits off the top here so you won't see them. That's about right. I'm going to add some more glue to that just so we know we've got good sticking portions up here since I've covered part of it. And then we're going to pop them on in front of our cloud. There we go. Give that a second. And if you want, you can add in some more. You could take and even shorten these up a little bit, and you can pop them underneath the edge of that frame with a little bit of glue. You could have them coming out the sides like this. Totally your call, however you want to do it. And then we're going to trim away the extra cloud bit from underneath it. And I can even pick up a few of those little branches that we're showing. There we go. Just keep your scissors sideways so you don't cut into your frame. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to bring back my background. Remember, I had most of the center there is still a little bit sticky. We're going to add a little bit of glue around the edge here, just to make sure wherever it hits the glitter, it's going to stick really nicely. Pop that right into the center. There we go. And I'm going to bring in my monkey. I've got a couple of these already cut. Get a hold of him. And one of them left to show you what I've done with him. So I'm going to pop him back into the die and just put a little bit of ink on his belly and his ears. So I've got a worn lipstick, Distress Oxide. I'm going to pick it up with a smoothie and just put a little bit here, a little bit in his ears, a little bit on his mouth right there. And for his nose, I'm just going to use a bit of vintage photo. Just give him a little brown nose through his die. So cute like that. There we go. Oops. Okay, so you can see how cute that looks. So now we can add these using a little bit of glue. Attach them onto the frame. You can have the ends of the vines curling around their arms. Get that in there. There we go. We can put a little banana in his hand, like that. We've got another one here. We can hang this guy upside down, have his tail going through the vine. Get that on there. There we go. We've got a little banana we can put in his hand. There we go. And we'll put this little guy over on the side. Just sort of poke his tail around that vine too. Attach him here. And maybe one more banana. They do love their bananas. There we go. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to bring over my base. I've just done a white on white. Got some mounting foam. Pop that into place. And we want to put a sentiment on. So I've saved a little area down here. I've got a cheeky monkey done with the tan card to match and the white. So what I'm going to do is just use a little bit of spray glue on the back of the white one. There we go. We'll offset that ever so slightly and give it a little teeny shadow. And I'll spray the back. And we'll pop that right down here on the bottom of the frame to finish up. There you go. How cute is that? You can add in a few more vines if you like, but I just think that's such a fun little card. Hope you've enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to look for us on our YouTube channel for more videos.